Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that earlier. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 32!
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10.
27, 180, round 80. 24 is the mark. I got it.
The first down throw here for Rivers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford, and he finds Danny Amendola. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Check, check. Brown. Red Delta.
Rivers now from the 50. Looking downfield for Dez. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Stafford completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Let's go.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, 70! Kill. 80 weapon. Kill, turn up. Switch. 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment. And that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find the silver.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So we have come, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Ready. Blue 60. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Stafford now 9 of 17 through the air. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory. They didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Called that a very strong gain of 24. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Rivers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Zero. Hey, Rocket. Hey, Haywood!
Now Rivers. Out left side here to Bryant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Badgley now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, but now it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 20. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On the give, this is Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Hey, Delta. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got
out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe there that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get this cleat.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go, 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers on the money, complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line. Cadet, lady. Hurry.
They'll look to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They're going to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay. And now it's second down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.